Hi, I'm Jeff Gonzalez, president of Trident Concepts, and I'm here today with Brownells Daily Defense to talk to you about a rifle's utility, in specific the M4 AR-15 platform. So the first thing I will suggest, particularly as a new shooter in the shooting world, is to define the purpose of your rifle. What do you intend on using that rifle for? For instance, do you intend on using it for competition? Do you intend on using it for hunting? Do you intend on using it for self-defense? Or do you just intend on using it as a plinking tool? Whatever the case, whatever you're going to use this rifle for, kind of keep that in the back of your mind as you go through the selection process. Now, what makes this M4 AR-15 platform so awesome is the fact that it has a couple of really important key features that you want to think about. The first is going to be the lethality of this platform. So because this moves from a handgun caliber to a rifle caliber, I'm increasing the lethality. And that's an important thing, particularly if I'm looking at hunting or self-defense as my primary uses. The next is going to be the accuracy. Because this is a rifle platform, it inherently is going to be more accurate than a pistol. But what I really like is that I can actually improve that out-of-the-box accuracy with just a few little tweaks here and there. Next is going to be the range. As a rifle, it allows me to extend my effective range well beyond what I might be able to use it for a self-defense setting. But the reason why I like that is that it challenges me as a marksman to really create, or I should say develop my skills to the best of my abilities. The next is going to be capacity. So the standard capacity for an M4 AR-15 platform is going to be a 30-round magazine. Handguns, about 15. So I get twice as many rounds in this package as I do in a handgun. And that's not the only type of magazines that are out there. There are magazines that have less capacity and magazines that have more capacity. Again, another beautiful thing about the utility of the platform is that there's so many options out there. What you will find is that this particular platform is pretty easy to use. As a new shooter, what you're going to find is that it has a milder recoil. So even though it's a rifle caliber, the recoil is not necessarily as abusive as some of the other larger bore calibers. The other thing that I like is that because this rifle is going to have 4 points of contact on my body, I'm able to really get behind it and interface with it. So that allows me to become a little bit more like one with a rifle, if you will. Lastly is the amount of accessories that are available. You name it, and there's probably a product for it. But again, be very careful about that, because while there are several things that you can add to this, really go back to what's the purpose of the rifle. If there's not a real need, then you probably want to avoid it, because one of the reasons why this is such a fun rifle to shoot is that it's also a lightweight rifle. So the more accessories that you add, the heavier it's going to get. And that means that it's going to be a little bit more challenging to shoot when you're shooting unsupported. So overall, the utility as a multi-purpose platform is very high with this M4 AR-15 platform. And you'll find that as you shoot this more and more, it actually does become quite fun to shoot. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them down below. Until then, I'm Jeff Gonzalez. Take care and stay safe.